Hey everybody, it's Molly from Out of the Barn Crochet Creations. Um, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't gotten a lot of crochet done. I've gotten a little bit farther on Blastoise. He's currently has arms and legs. Um, his second foot is being sewn on now. But other than that, I haven't really had a lot of crochet done. Gotten a lot of crochet done because of the baby, and he's right behind me, and a bouncer. He's fine. Um, I've got a list though because I made a list and I'm going to just go down the list. Honestly, I'm tempted to start something completely different than what's already started on my list. Instead of finishing Blastoise, instead of finishing the pumpkin bear, which is on the list, instead of finishing the cat, which is now going to my friend, once I give him a fish, instead of all those things that I could be finishing, I have this urge to start something new and so hopefully fast. Um, yeah, there's capybaras, there's sharks, there's Grinches for the Christmas event that I have in November. Um, let me just go down the list. I have 3 horses that are in order that I need to go deliver to Skate World eventually and try to catch them and be like, here's your horses. I finally finished them. Um, 2 Granny Score dragons for a friend, and a pumpkin cat and a ghost cat for that same friend. And then we have an egg monster thing. He has a name that I can't pronounce. But she wants like a pillow-sized one, which is pretty cool. I haven't talked to her about it lately. She said there was no rush, but that was months ago, so we'll see. I have to finish Blastoise. I have this pumpkin bear that I'm almost finished with. He's got a head and arms and feet. He needs proper eyes, and that's what's kind of dragging me back down about finishing him. Is I need to find the right eyes, and I think I want sinker eyes that are a little prettier, but also the backs of the sinker eyes are hard to put on, and my husband is sleeping because newborn babies are taxing, and he's not available to be stronger than I am and push down these sinker eyes. I do have a tool that I might be able to use, but that's what's holding me back from finishing this. And it needs ears, but then it'll be finished. And it has the arms over here. It's a cute new yarn that I got from Hobie. Um, and it's orange, but it has speckles in it. I don't know if I showed you this one the last or not, but it's almost done. I really could finish it and call it finished and have something done, but here I am not doing it. I have Espeon and Umbreon. They're over here on the side. They need eyes. They are not. They are completely crocheted. They just need their eyes needle felted on, and potentially, Umbreon has a couple rings I have to sew on. So I might have to make those rings again. I might have to make those rings again because they're probably lost somewhere. But I can sew them on. Anyway, so we have those. We have Stitch that needs eyes. He's in that black container over here. Just chilling without eyes too. They need to be felted on. Um, After that, I have some Ninja Turtle patterns. They're cute little like miniature sized Ninja Turtles. That I saw somebody make knotting hook crochet make, I think. And they're really cute, and I want to make them too because I think they'd be fast market prep items that would sell. Um, After that, I have these cute cats that I think Knotting Hook Crochet also made. Pammy cats. I called them Pammy cats because the pattern is by somebody called Pammy. Um, Pammy Crochet, maybe? I don't know. We'll stabilize what that is once I actually get to it. And that's one of the patterns that I'm actually considering just jumping to right now. Sweet Spookies. These are a lot of little patterns by Paul something crochet. She's really good at making tiny little patterns that are really easy, market prep friendly patterns. They work up kind of chunky if you use chunky yarn, but they're really cute. I made a rhinoceros and a gorilla, and I think they both sold, I think, at the fair. Um, and then, let's see. Then there's a baby Stitch and a baby Angel that are equally kind of small. Stitch and Angel, the pink Stitch creature. And then some chunky dogs, which is a cute little pattern. I think this pattern, I think I saw somebody had it made at the fair. They were doing a live chat, and this really cute dog, I did not impulse buy that one. I really wanted to, and then when it was gone, I kind of regretted it because it was super cute. I did get some other dogs that are really cute.
Lexi, hi.
Alexi saying hi. You want to come up here and say hi? Say hi. Yeah, hi. Okay. Say hi. Yeah, hi. Anyway, so the chunky dogs. Anyway, there was a chunky dog at the fair on their live stream that I really wanted, that I did not get to. But somebody else took it home. I want to make some of those. Then there's baby Gengars, which are really, sorry, they're really cute, and they have their tongue sticking out. They're like, I don't know how big they are exactly, but they're little. And then there's a couple bass that I want to make. I've already made one bass, and it's live on my website right now. But I want to make some more because I think there's a crowd whose dads, specifically their dads or grandpas, fish, and that would be a really cute gift for dads or grandpas or uncles or kids that fish. Anyway, then capybaras, because they were super popular and I sold out of my capybaras. And why I haven't made any more, I don't know. Actually, I have one started. It's over here by Pooh and Eeyore. It's unstuffed. I'm gonna make like 10 of those. And then there's some sharks, little baby sharks I want to make. Some baby Grinches I want to make for the Christmas event. Some baby lions by the same designer that I love. My favorite capybara pattern. She also makes... She's the designer that made the rabbits that I made a lot of a couple years ago. For like a couple of years, I made a lot of rabbits. And her pattern was what started me making the rabbits. And then I made my own rabbit pattern, which was completely different shape. But her pattern was what started the whole Molly makes a bunch of rabbit patterns, or rabbits for people. Anyway, so I love her designs, and they're complicated, but they're also usually no-sew or really low-sew. And then there's a baby lion. Okay, so she's the designer of the baby lions. And then there's a baby unicorn I want to try. Again, small and quick and market friendly. And then Nibbles the Country Mouse by Knotting Hook Crochet. I really think, I mean, it looks a lot like If You Give a Mouse a Cookie mouse. And I think Christmas coming up, it's perfect. Even if I don't know how much the books are, but if I got a book and kind of like paired it with it, or even used it as an example on the but I don't use tables that much anymore. I'm thinking, because I really love the design that Cat from Cat's Crafty Crochet Corner has of just the grid walls around the tent. It does seem faster. Like, it's a little heavier. There's more heft to it, but once you get them up, it's faster, I think. And there's more space to walk in and stuff, but I still feel like I need a table maybe on one of the walls, even with the grid wall. Like, put the grid walls up and then put stuff above the table, but also use the table because I have stickers and pins, enamel pins that I bought from Temu that I'm selling. And then maybe, like, if I have something that needs like a little display, like a cookie mouse with the Give a Mouse a Cookie, that's really cute, and together that would make a lot more sense. And I'm hoping that you, like, I don't know if I'd buy a bunch of books and try to pair them up, or buy a couple books, or just buy one book and use it as an example. Because who knows if they have the book already. But either way, I want to make a few of those because I think they're really cute, and I think this Christmas season will be perfect for that. So that's my list. It's long. I don't know how long it's going to take me. I'm definitely not going to get it done in a week. That's insane. But I am very tempted to start one of these little dogs or cats, maybe the Pammy cats, and just get something out of the way. But baby calls, so I will be back and I'll let you know what I did. So I decided to go ahead and try the Pammy cat, which is what I'm working on right now. I decided to make a tricolor or calico because I liked apparently I like to make things harder for me than they have to be. So that's what I'm doing, and this was the third. Okay, that's what I'm doing. So I just want to say I love the little cheeks right here that are made, the little um, baubles for the mouth. It's really cute. Okay, so when I saw this pattern, I keep coming back to talk about it because I think it's so cute, and I hope that it's as easy and as market friendly as I hope it is. Um, so I have got this little head done so far. It needs eyes and stuff and ears and stuff, but it's working up really fast, and I can tell for sure that once I get good at this pattern, and I know this pattern well, this might be the loaf cat continuum. Like there was the loaf cat, just like there was the leggy frog, and now slowly I see creators going through different kinds of frogs to like make it a little bit better, a little bit different than the leggy frog, but still easy and market friendly. This cat is not a loaf cat, but it is still easy shaped enough that I think would be loaf enough shaped to continue that. It's a cat, but it's not quite the same loaf cat that everybody has now. Hopefully, I think. Anyway, like this is coming out really easy and fast, and I'm using Posh and Kayla's Crafts Naughty Ball, which is identical to Posh. So I'm working with those two yarns, and so it's going to come out small, but I plan on using Bernat and Parfait Chunky and Parfait Plush just to try the different sizes to see which one we like the best. I do have a lot of Posh to use, but I don't have a ton of cat colors to use in Posh. And we have to keep in mind that a lot of people don't understand that size means doesn't necessarily mean more work, but it still means more yarn, and sometimes the yarn is more expensive, and so we just have to make sure that the price point looks different enough that it's worth it, or see what size it's worth it in. This is super cute. It's a cute little calico, and I had a calico loaf cat that sold really easy. So anyway, not done yet, but I will get back to you when it's done in just a minute for you. I forgot to mention, it is Friday morning at 1:15 in the morning. Get the baby is right behind me in a bouncer, sleeping, resting until his 2:30 in the morning feeding. So that's why we're awake. That's why we're crocheting. Um, anyway, I finished the first Pammy cat. It's Pammy Dolls, pretty sure, but I'll put the link in the description. I kind of love it. Like it sits really well on my desk. I know you can't see it, but it sits pretty well on my desk, and it's just really cute. I like the calico version. I think it's gonna work up really fast. Of course, my silliness, I went ahead and did one with a bunch of color changing instead of just a straight single color one, which would have been far easier and far faster and far easier to compare to the Loaf Cat, which is what I'm trying to say. I also used Posh and I think I said this, Posh and Kayla's Naughty Ball. Kayla's Crafts Naughty Ball. And the white is Baby Bear, which while I was crocheting, I remembered that the horses that I'm finishing require that Baby Bear white, and I need to stop using it until I know that the horses are done, because that's no longer available. So no more white kitty cats or anything else until, at least in Posh, until this is officially until the horses are officially done. So with that in mind, this cat was really cute. It was pretty fast. Like I said, it would probably be faster if I did a solid color. I'm trying to keep myself from doing a solid color instead of doing more on the list, things that I need to do on the list. But you know, maybe I just follow my brain tonight and do whatever my brain says. So it might say that I need to go do a big one in Bernat instead of a little one in Posh, just to do a size comparison. And we'll do it all in one color this time so that it's faster. Although an orange and white one would be cute too. Anyway, we will see what happens in a few minutes. I will get back to you. All right, so I went ahead and made another cat. This one is in Bernat, Mystical. It's the orange color, and that name is Canyon. So this guy, it's kind of hard to see in the lighting currently, but he is kind of speckled. He's not just, I don't know why the nuts are there. He's not just straight orange, he is speckled. Let me see if I can correct the lighting. Alright, so here he is. You can see the lighting's a little bit better now. And he's speckled. I love how he came out. He's very Garfield-esque. Very thick. So, here they are in comparison. You have definitely a size difference. I definitely like the way the size that it came out in Bernat. I'm thinking about 20, maybe 25, depending on if it's a bunch of color changing or not. But this is definitely okay at 20, even if it weren't if I chose to make straight one color cats. The color changing does make it a little bit more complicated. I could probably get used to it. The same with the Loaf Cats, though. I really like this pattern. I think this might be my Loaf Cat version, or my replacement for a Loaf Cat for a while, just because Loaf Cats are getting a little bit boring for me. They're very much just a cylinder shape, and it's kind of boring. So I think I'll do this cat for a while. It's super cute. I love the eyes. I don't know what size eyes these are. I know these are like 12, maybe 10s. No, 12s. So this is probably a 15, maybe. Anyway, there it is. It took me approximately 40 minutes, I think. I tried to record it on the computer for a little bit, and then I decided to stop, and because you don't need to see the whole entire thing crocheted, right? Um, I timed it on my phone. So I did have to estimate the ears and the tail because I wasn't recording any sort of timer on that. But it's approximately 45 minutes. Um, so that means that if I got good at this or made this a solid color, it would take me the same amount of time. Um, so it makes sense that the Bernat one, it feels like a little bit more uh, bang for your buck if you're going to purchase something like this. So yeah, I'm gonna make some more of these. I don't know if it's gonna be tonight. It might be. The baby's about to wake up though, because it's 2:20 in the morning. So yeah, I'm going to put these on the shelf behind me and clean that up later. It's a little messy. And which one do you like better? I definitely like the calico colors. And then I love the ease of just picking a color and going with it. But I could also make some white on this and turn it into like a spotted orange cat. And I swear the lighting, the color on this is way better. It's just, it looks really bleached out because of the light. Um, so yeah, this is a really awesome pattern, and I will be making more of these pretty regularly. So I want to thank Notting Hook Crochet for finding it, and the pattern designer for making it because it's super cute. And I hope that it gets more popular because this is super cute, super easy. Anyway, I will see you again when I get something else done or started or decided on what I'm doing. Anyway, so it is Saturday. I haven't recorded previous to this because I just haven't had a lot done. Been doing a lot of baby care and not a lot of crochet. But I have finished 6 cats. 6 of these Pammy doll cats. And I want to show them to you. I just checked it off my list. So we have 1. Again, the lighting is really bright, but you can kind of see it from there. The light is really bright. The window's way behind me. Oh, I forgot to weave in these ends. I was doing that and then I got sidetracked and decided to record and forgot to weave in the ends. But this is 2, technically. 3, 4. Oh, he's got a piece of yellow stuck to him. It's not attached, it's just stuck. 3, so 4. 5. Again, more yarn that's not actually attached. 4. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. So, well, hold on. There. That white is just so bright that it just looks washed out. There. You can kind of see it when it's not completely directly at the camera. The cute little jukes. Alright, so we have 6 cats here. You might be wondering, why did I do 5 orange cats? That's because I used an entire skein of Bernat Mystical in the orange color, which I don't know what it's called. Canyon. I used a whole skein, and I wanted to see how many of these Pammy cats I could get done in a whole skein. This is all I have left of the Canyon yarn. I definitely couldn't get another Pammy cat done with it, but that's not bad. I have 5 Pammy cats in the orange So the Bernat Mystical and most of the Bernats is now upwards of $13 a skein, which is really expensive. They used to be $12.99 if they weren't on sale, and then they would go on sale for about $9, $8.99, $9.99, well, $8.99, and now they're on sale for $9 sometimes, but for the most part, they're usually like full price. They're $13. So that 13 divided by like 5, which is what I was trying to get, is still upwards of $3 a plushie. So that's my costs in yarn alone, not including stuffing, not including eyes, not including time or what I want to pay myself, just yarn. So with that being said, I just wanted to see how many I could make in with one skein, and I think they came out really cute. I started using this it's a Posh pink yarn, and then I switched to this Bernat pink because it's just what I had on hand. But I think they're super cute either way. So I think I'm going to go probably 20 for these, because you still have to consider I charge you 20 or even 25, which is probably where I should charge it, but I feel like 20 is probably going to be more likely to sell. This just has a lot of fluff on it. So if I charge you 20 or 25, I still have to take 30% of that for my taxes, because I have to pay taxes at the end of the year, and twice a year. So 30% of that is off the top, is not mine at all. And then, a certain percentage of that, I'd like to get $20 an hour, because I've been doing this for 13 years. This is not something new to me. This is a skill that I've honed for 13 years. So, I think that is, fair. And it doesn't quite take me an hour. So $15 is about where that per hour is. Oh, I made these, and I'm going to charge probably 20 a piece. So here are my kitties. I think they're really cute. This was way down on my list of things. I'll finish his strings in a minute. This was way down on my list of things I had to make or really wanted to make, but I've got 6 of them done. It was down here. Hammy cats. And then I added a couple. I added pigs and cows. I don't know which cow pattern exactly. I might have to go investigate several cow patterns. And then a ghost bear, which is an older free pattern on Instagram. That's really cute. It's just a little bear under a white, it's a white ghost with bear ears and stuff. It's super cute. Very Halloween-y. I'm also getting sick. So my family has been saying that it's been allergies for like the last week. They've been sniffling and stuff. And it is true, there's a crap ton of ragweed in my backyard. However, this is not... Allergies does not just travel through our family. We're sick. So anyway, the next step, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do next. I should probably work on the horses, so that the next time the kids convince me to go to Skate World, we can get those horses delivered to their new owners. And then I don't know what else to do. We'll have to see what happens. But for now, here's the update on the kitties. Like I said, I forgot to put in his weave in his ends. If I can find my needle, I can do it right now. Okay, needle found. Crisis averted. Okay, so yeah. Blastoise is still sitting here without a shell, and I'm sewing on his pieces. He's got some details that I waited till the last minute to put onto. So he's kind of in limbo right now. I don't know why. I think it's because it's taking me so long to finish him that he's been put on the back burner. I definitely need to go through my work in progresses, my whips, and finish some. So here's Blastoise right now. His foot is not entirely on, and his shell is not on yet. It's right here though. I still have to crochet his cannons, and then we have to put in the the details on his feet and stuff, like his toes and his edging to all sorts of things. But he's almost finished. He's not quite done. He's a long project, and that's why it's like taking me a minute. And then I need to finish this pumpkin bear, and then I need to add a few things to this kitty and the pumpkin to be ready to go to a friend, and we'll be set. But yeah, that's all I have for now. I'm gonna finish this kitty, get his strings in, and I will be back with the next thing that I'm making or finished. One of the two. We'll see. Have a great day, guys. Alright, so it's still technically Saturday for like 4 more minutes, but I finished this little capybara, and by finished I mean that it's been sitting over here on my other bookshelf for weeks, and it has not been finished. It's been unstuffed. Now, I did freehand this one because I did not have the pattern on hand. So he's a little wonky in comparison to the very nice pattern that I really enjoy. There's another pattern that I'm tempted to try, but the one that I like, I'll put it in the comments. It is super, like, it's just perfect. It's not super fast because there's a lot of shaping with increases and decreases, but it is really cute when it's done, and it's technically no-sew. So these ears came out a little wonky. I did fix them by kind of pinning them down a little bit so they look better now, but they didn't look great when I had them loose. So this guy will pass as a cute one, but he's not the right pattern, honestly. He's just a freehand when I was taking my kiddo to swim class. So I have this one done. That's one capybara on my list, and I think my list says 10 capybaras. So I'm going to put a check mark. Where's my pen? I'm going to put my check mark for one capybara. Or one capybara. Right there. Backwards. Anyway, there's one capybara done. I really need to work on the horses, but I did stuff the body of the pumpkin bear. He is stuffed except for right here, which I think I'm gonna leave a little bit saggy so he can kind of like slump a little bit. I freehanded this body. I didn't have to. I could have just followed the pattern, but I was again in the car and I did not have the pattern in my hand. Oh, ew. So I was in the car and I didn't have the pattern in my hand. So I freehanded it, and I think he came out cute, like his body. He's just got a big old bear body. I think this is the front because I was trying to give him a big tummy. Anyway, it's hard to tell. Anyway, his big belly, or his big body is done. And his head is finished as well. He just needs ears and his eyes. And speaking of eyes, my daughter painted some. So I don't know if this is going to show up as bright as it is, but doesn't that look nice? It's really hard to tell. Okay, that is really grainy. But they're pretty eyes. I asked her to paint me some green ones, and she did. So there you can see the glitter in them too, and I don't know if they're dry yet. I feel like I'm gonna wait to put them on the head just in case she intended to do another row. Another row. That took a while. Another layer of paint. It looks okay. She did get some on the edge over here. With that being said, these are going to be super cute, and since the body has a lot of green in it, little specks of green, I thought they would look really cute. So, she did a really good job, and I'm really proud of her. So, this bear will be available eventually, and know that a youth helps make the eyes, and we'll probably get a percentage of the sale, just because Mom is good like that. So I think he's going to be pretty cute. So it is technically Sunday morning. It's like 1:30 in the morning, and I've decided what I'm making next. I have a test. I was selected to test a friend's pattern. Kat's Crafty Crochet Corner has a new pattern coming out, and I'm testing it. So I've already got a significant part of it done, and I'm just gonna keep going. It's a mama ghost and her babies, and the babies fit up inside the mama ghost. So that's super cute, very reminiscent of like those, I want to say 90s, but I'm also kind of aware that they were probably earlier, maybe 80s, but they were little dogs, and they had like puppies inside and Velcro, kind of like that. There's also chickens that people make that they stuff the babies inside, or the eggs. But anyway, that's what I'm making. That's what I'm working on. And after that, I'm going to work on the horses. That is how, yeah, I think I'm ready after this to work on the horses and get them finished. So that, next week, since today's Sunday, next week we can go to a skate session for my daughter, and I can hopefully find the people that are buying those three horses and get them to their new homes. So that's the plan. I'll see you when this is getting closer to finished. Hello, everybody. It is 5 in the morning on Monday. I've been pretty sick, so I haven't been crocheting a lot, but I just want to say that I finished this little pumpkin bear. He's very round. I love this pumpkin bear. I freehanded him, technically, but I did it with a very particular pattern in mind. The pattern designer is Over My Dead Stitches, and I believe she also has the Pear Bear that I absolutely love. I love the Pear Bear. So I made a pumpkin bear. I gave him big eyes that my daughter painted herself, and you can see they're very pretty. He will be available on my website later. Oh, I need to sew in his. He's got a little bit of a hole between the legs. I will sew that in, but close that up. But he's super cute. I used the new Hobie yarn that I have in Halloween colors, so it has specks of green and purple and black in there. He's got a little tail, cute little tail. I really like this guy. He's super cute. He's pretty big too. So anyway, I freehanded him technically, but I went off of a pattern. I did the stem in the pattern, and I also had this in mind. Oh, I did the ears with the pattern. But the pattern designer that I basically had in mind when I made this bear
is Over My Dead Stitches. It's a pumpkin bear pattern. It's free on Instagram. You should check it out. She also has a ginger bear that I plan on making for Christmas time. So anyway, this cute little bear. I think looking at the picture, the legs are farther apart on her bear than mine. But once again, super cute. I'm going to go to bed now. And so I have this green that I used. It looks way brighter in the photo or in the video, but it looks way brighter. It's not that bright, okay? I promise you. It's almost a pickle green, but it looks way brighter. I was thinking of, since I had it out, I could make a Grinch for the Christmas show that I have coming up. I don't have any Halloween shows coming up, so this guy will be on my website, but that is it. The other thing, so I thought about making a Grinch or even a Oogie Boogie or two out of that green yarn, or I could just set it back in my yarn stash and continue on the horses that I need to make and the other list of the other items on the list. And speaking of the list, we have the pumpkin bear marked off right up here. Pumpkin bear. So I also have a ghost, mama ghost and her babies pattern that I'm working on. It's a pattern test for my friend. Cat's Crafty Crochet Corner. You should go check her out. She's awesome. It's behind me. It doesn't have eyes yet because I don't have the eyes. I guess I could have used painted eyes, but I didn't. And it's all sewn up. So I'm going to have to embroider eyes on them, the mama and babies. And then she needs a bow, and the other baby needs stuffed and finished off. But then we will have that done as well. That's another item. Blastoise is still sitting here on my desk, unfinished. And then I have 2 horses I need to finish still, and another horse that needs a mane and tail. And then, the list goes on. So for now, this is what I have done. I will probably wrap up this video soon. We'll see how soon. I decided to make a bat. I can't even begin to explain why my brain does not let me follow through with my goals and my plans and my list. I'm making a bat. Oh, and I also made this Grinch. Isn't he cute? I had to really dig around for some eyes that would look cute on him, but he's just one little Grinch, just like I wanted. So, I'm probably going to make more of these. The pattern has a hat or a scarf or even a like a whole suit you can make with it. I didn't do that this time. The designer is Chirka Toys, Chirka_toys. Super cute pattern, easy. I just haven't made the hat and I don't know if I want to. So currently he doesn't have a hat. Maybe closer to Christmas I will make him and his someday clones or siblings or whatever some more hats, or some hats too. But for now, he's super cute. I decided not to put a mouth on him. I think he's clearly distinguishable as the Grinch without the mouth. Tell me what you think. Should I put a mouth on him? He could have a mouth. Like, the black that goes like this. But I think he's super cute. Very angry. I feel like he needs either the scarf or the hat. Let me know what you think. Because I think the scarf would be cute, but it's a lot of color changing. And I don't really feel up to it, but like I said, I plan on making more of these. Maybe not right this second because I only had one pair of eyes that were the right color. They're like a yellow. Although I could paint these. I could paint these. Or have Elena paint them, one of the two. But for now he's it. And then I'm making a bat because I saw one and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Let's make a bat. Because I have this yarn. I think it's from Mainstays. I can't really pick it up right now. Yeah, it's from Mainstays and it's like this chenille, kind of feels like Bernat crushed velvet. It's a little thicker though. And it doesn't shed that much. But I don't have a lot of use for it, but I think Halloween would be a good time to use it up. It's a whole skein, I haven't touched it since I bought it. So I'm going to try to use a little bit of it and see if I like this bat pattern or not. Because honestly, Halloween is probably the season that can be used for all of the year. Because there's somebody out there that always likes Halloween stuff, creepy stuff, dark stuff, no matter what. It's like a whole thing. So I would rather have an excess of Halloween stuff than an excess of Christmas stuff or an excess of, Easter stuff. Although bunnies do fine anyway. Anyway, making a bat. Alright, everybody. It is Tuesday morning at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I did a whole week. I didn't start at Tuesday. I didn't really get much done. I don't remember when in the week I started actually crocheting again. Anything worth mentioning. However, tonight I'm going to show you what I have finished, and then I'm going to show you what I'm working on. They will probably not be done by the end of the video because I need to edit this and get this out. However, by the next video, hopefully they'll be at their new homes, and I'll take a picture and show you the finished product. So first up is I made the Grinch. I love this pattern. It's super cute, super fast to work up. Let me see if I can get you the pattern designer. Chikra Toys on Instagram, I believe. And there's options to give him a coat and a hat, or just the hat, or even the scarf. I opted for nothing on this guy, although he might get something later, closer to Christmas. Undecided. He was super fast to work up. I used Crafty Ball yarn, which is equivalent to Posh, and it's super cute. I like its size. I love his little feet. His little feet are so touchable and they're kind of fun to play with. I didn't give him his big black mouth. Do you think he needs one? I don't know. I don't think he needs one. He came out super cute. I found some little eyes that had his glitter, the glitter rings in the back. And I just love how he came out. So there's the Grinch. And then I've been posting different things that I've made over the last couple months, and somebody that I know, my friend Heather, decided to buy a sugar glider. It's a hanging sugar glider on a hanger. It is by, let me get you the actual name so I don't butcher the name. I think it's The Crochet Zoologist. I love this designer. I love her stuff. I love the concept of her business. So he kind of leans forward a little, but if you look at him just right, He's super cute. She wanted a gray one, so I have this one all settled. I have this one all made. It's super fast to work up. I was gonna try to charge 15, but I don't, like, this worked up really fast. And he just doesn't feel like a 15er. So I charged 12 plus shipping. So he does leave at 15, but it's because he needs to be shipped. Anyway, I have to finalize this with Heather, that this is okay with what she had in mind. She said gray, more gray, and so I made a gray based sugar glider with a darker gray stripe instead of a white sugar glider with a gray stripe. So I hope she likes it, and I'll let you know if I have to make a different one. They're super cute, super fast. She has a bunch. This comes in a pack. There's a shark, there's an octopus, there's an otter, there's a skunk, and a possum, I think, in the first pack. Yeah, an octopus and a spider in the sugar glider. And then there's a second pack bundle, a second bundle. What's wrong, buddy? Little man is behind me right now. And it has a sloth, a koala, a panda, a crab, a chameleon, and a bat, and a caterpillar. Which I think, and a monkey. Did I say monkey? Anyway, super cute, super adorable. Love these patterns. I have made the alligator and the sugar glider for sure. All of these are adorable. I'm looking at them right now. And I'm just like, I have so many I want to make. But I'm also trying to get through this list, which is what I'm going to get to next. So anyway, I'm going to put this guy into the envelope. I will check in with Heather tomorrow during daytime hours when normal people are awake. When normal people are awake and not me. Well, I mean, I'll be awake, but anyway, he's going in the envelope. We will officially pack it up later. And then I'm also sending her with my card. She's a friend. I went to high school with her, so she knows me. But I also have a little thank you note, and I have my website on here because my cards don't have my website, so I had to write that down. And then I'm gonna give her some stickers. We have this little purple kitty with a star. We have this little kitty in a box. There's a lot of kitties. This little kitty that looks like a lion. And this little kitty. And then this purple kitty and this purple kitty. So, these are all going into the envelope as well. And we will finish packing this up tomorrow when I have confirmation that it's a go. So there's that, and I showed you the Grinch, and I've showed you the pumpkin bear that's behind me, and so what I'm making, give me just a second, I'm going to go get the finished one. Alright, so I'm going to show you the one that I made to represent my horse, which I ended up just not getting her pattern completely correct, but I made this a while back. It's by Knotting Hook Crochet. It's her pattern design, and it is a little horse, and I absolutely love the design. I love the shape, and it's super cute, super easy to understand. It works up pretty well. You make the head and the ears, you crochet the ears on, you crochet the feet and the body in a separate piece, and then you attach the head without sewing, and you attach the whole thing. And so it's technically no sew. I think it's been a while since I've made this one. However, I have an order for 3 of them, and I have not finished any of them, but they're all at different stages of almost done. So this yarn is Pipsqueak right here. This stuff. And I didn't always have a stock of it. Now I do, so my procrastination is unwarranted. However, I didn't always have it. So, I have this one, which is almost finished, minus the mane and stuff, tail. Super cute. Her pattern is for a solid horse. The color changing is all me. So here's the black and white one. It will be finished. There will be photos of them if I've already delivered them to the people. I'm meeting these people in person to deliver them, so we'll just meet up at the skating rink sometime. So this one's finished, except for the mane and tail. And then there was another one, another black and white one they want. And I don't have the body finished, but I do have the head. The head's finished. And the legs are finished. So literally all I need to do is make the body part, the main body, and attach the legs, and then it'll go up the body until I can attach the head. And it's pretty easy. So there's that. The color changing is probably the most time consuming part about it. And then the mane and tail. So these two are almost finished. Different levels. And then the brown one, which the kid requested a lighter brown than this brown. And it is technically lighter. I don't know if it's light enough. I've started to have my doubts that it's light enough now. But here we are. We will decide. We will figure that. We'll come to that bridge if we need to. We will cross that bridge when we come to it, is the saying, I think. Anyway, this one is... This is the butt. This side's the butt. So this side's the head. Well, the neck and stuff. So, this one will come out cute too. And it'll look like this in the end, which is awesome. So, you should definitely check out that pattern if you're looking for a horse pattern that's not like a sitting up horse. This is really cute. Really easy and pretty no-sew. Or, yeah. Like, you kind of have to, like, finagle the ears a little bit, but it's not... You're just tweaking the ears, kind of pinning them down. You're not really sewing them on. I don't think... It's been so long. But anyway, that was the top of my list, is to get these horses done. And I did not get them done in this video, so I have failed, technically. But I even have the ears done on the little brown horse. But I am working on it. It is almost done. They're almost off my checklist. So, this was a long list. I was never going to get it all done, because it kept getting longer. But I was never going to get it all done anyway. Blastoise is still in pieces. The pumpkin bear is done. The Pammy cats are done. And one is going to his new home. The calico is sold. Thank you, Claire. We have one capybara done, which my child has absconded with. It is gone. It is now in their room. But I made it. It counted. It was actually just left over. Like, I'd made the shell of it. I mean, shell. I've made the stuffy without the stuffing at a swim class meeting, a swim class, and I had not stuffed it, and I kind of freehanded it, even though I have a really nice pattern that I like. So it didn't come out perfectly, so it was easier to let go to the kid. And then we have one Grinch, which I have 5 on here, that I want to make. And then, where are we at? The Sugar Glider is done. So we're going to put a mark by that. And then I've added, I want to do 8 drift octopi. And then 10 other of those hanging pets, those hanging Crochet zoologist animals, because there's so many of them. I want to do them all. So I don't even know exactly how many there are total. Uh-oh. Alright, so wrapping this up, we have the Sugar Glider done. I want to make 8 drift octopi, because they're super fun to make, and I sold like 5 of them at the Ohio State Fair. I want to make some more of the hangers. I want to make more NYX dragons from Katie the Celestial Homebody. I love her channel, and I binge as many of them as I can, as many of her videos as I can. And then I want to make 3 raccoons from the Complicated Knots. Not the complicated, just Complicated Knots. She has a free YouTube pattern, YouTube video tutorial, and it's a no-sew pattern. It's super detailed. Love it. But it's no-sew. And I sold both of them at the same time when I made them. They didn't sell like right away, but when they did sell, two teenagers bought them both at the same time. It was really cute. They're like best friends, and they have matching raccoons. Why? I don't know, but I love it. I love that I could be a part of that. That being said, that is it. I'm going to edit this video and do other things, and I will see you next week. So thank you if you got all the way to the end of the video. If you want to like the video, I would love that. If you want to subscribe, if you haven't subscribed, if you want to hit the notification thing so you can see more videos that I post. I'm trying to do 1 a week. I might do more as I do more videos, but for now, I have more video ideas. But for now, thank you for being here, and let me know what you think. Let me know if what I should make next, because this list isn't enough, obviously, right? Why not? Alright, have a great day, and see you next time.